day to you folks and welcome back to Are We There Yet? You saw us, if you didn't watch the last episode, you probably should, because this is a replay of that. No, I don't mean I'm just going to play the same video. That would be interesting, but predictable, I should have thought. No, this is a cup replay against Rangers, so already that gives away the result, because if they'd won, they'd be through. If we'd won, we'd be through. If you don't know how that works, probably Football Manager a little bit too advanced for how football works in terms of progression in cup competitions. Go and read about association football. Very interesting articles out there. We'll start on the finances screen. I'm rambling. Nearly 500,000 in the bank after today. I think we're going to sell about 25,000 tickets. So, taking half of that home with us after having our sorry backsides handed to us by Rangers. I'm sure they'll be furious after the last game. Again, if you didn't watch it, go and watch it. It was exciting at the end. The money is going to be good. Anyway, this is how we've been getting on since then. We played one game. It was against Inverness and a 3-0 win, and that's delightful given where Inverness, of course, are in the division. It strengthens our position. We're 10 points adrift. I suppose we are adrift above nearest challengers Ayr at this stage. 42 goal difference, 11 games to go. It's going to be tight. We should be definitely, we're definitely staying up, but we should definitely be staying in the playoffs as a very minimum, but hopefully we can somehow make this position our own and run away with it. Rotherham turned us down. They went with, I think, Paul Hurst, who I know is in real life as it stands quite the wanted man. There he is. So he's definitely got better stats than me. Fair play. We obviously are doing our Continental A, which you know about. Our ratings are on the fly, on the increase. Still wanted Portsmouth and Aberdeen. I'd take either of those jobs. I don't know where Portsmouth are at the moment. Let's have a quick browse. The only thing that puts me off Portsmouth is that a lot of people seem to manage them. I know that shouldn't put me off managing them, but I think they're a popular team to do on the old YouTube. And it's not, of course, written that we have to stay in England. We've got multiple leagues loaded. I did remove a few leagues over the summer just because I've got no intention of now going and managing in Wales. Apologies if you love Welsh lower league football or even Welsh top league football, I suppose. But I'm not gonna do it. A few more were removed as well. I think I removed the Israeli top flight and a few of the other leagues that I'm not really interested in at all. We've turned down a few job interviews from teams below us. We've turned down a job interview with Dunfermline. We've turned down a job interview, I think, with Falkirk. Why? What were they thinking? Yeah, I don't know. So today is Rangers at Ibrox. I'm excited, nervous in equal measure. 25,749 tickets sold. We'll get half of the receipts on that. And this is the basic team that we're going to go with. I'll see you pitch side and just talk you through that in just a minute. So these are your teams then. You can see Rangers playing 4-3-3. It's a big team they've got out there. A few changes from that first game, but this is the team that we're naming. A few forced changes again. Fleck can't play against his parent club. Neither can Wallace, but he's out injured anyway. You can see a return to Ross Dingwall. He's just making the bench at this point. He's still slightly unavailable in terms of fitness. Rooney replaces Dunsmore at right wing back. Clark plays instead of Fleck, and Cox is in goal ahead of Blair Curry, who picked up a knock. He is out for a week or so. We could have risked him today, but while it'd be nice to progress, I don't think we're going to, and I don't think Curry is going to make enough of a difference by risking him for the rest of the season to justify us putting him in today. Let's see. Rangers have won 4 of their last 5 games. You know that 5th game was against, don't you? Good luck out there. We're going to need it. This is a time when I will accept that we do need luck rather than a good play. We can beat them. We came close to beating them at the Broadwood, but here we go then. And nothing doing in that first minute. When McCreath will stand over this free kick, he goes straight on goal. That deserves to be a goal according to the commentary. I agree. Did we get half a goal for that? Corner ball, really nothing going on here. Clark barely can control it. And Hildeberto scrambles that away. I really don't know. It's Balutar. A free kick there, palmed away by Fotheringham. It's a good early intention. MacArthur loses out to Jordan Rossiter, and straight away Koulibaly showing his strength and pace, and it's an easy finish inside 4 minutes. This is what you've got to be very careful of as we come a cropper there. I think, yeah, it's straight from our throw-in as well. What did we do with it? MacArthur just got the wrong side, and Rossiter just came through. We're a little bit crap, is the word I'm going to use, from throw-ins, especially when Rooney seems to take them. You see there, Petkoff really trying to pump his legs, but Koulibaly doesn't even have to break his stride and just chips the ball beyond Cox. Disappointing start, to say the least, their first attempt on goal. I mean, that's not a surprise that the team has a first attempt and it goes straight in, but there we go. Herrera, McKendry heads away. I'd like to see a little bit more confidence with that kind of head away. But Petkoff, it's a good play by Petkoff. Smith now turns it round the corner to McCreath. First time ball out to McBride, who shoots. I'd love to have seen him hold that ball and maybe look for that cross, but he shot, and, a free kick given for MacArthur. It's challenge on Koulibaly, the man who scored against us in the last game, and indeed this time. We'll just move that down a little bit. We're getting ready to see. I'm already ready to shout at them from the touchline. See, Petkoff. Rating just jumped 6.2 to 6.5. It's sort of hovering around there. Obviously deemed at fault in a way for the first goals. Clark brings down the throw-in. MacArthur, Clark finds McBride. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it's a chance. It's a chance. Fotheringham stranded there. He wouldn't have got to that bottom corner if he had been able to get it on target. Bolatar, Herrera. Petkoff's on a yellow, but he's making good challenges. McCreath now finds Smith, who's forced wide. Smith, can he... I thought that was the questionable strike, but what a finish it was from John Smith. Would have gone across goal myself, or look for McCreath out on this left side, but that's a great tackle there. Great stab in from Petkoff. And it's a ball out to McCreath. We'll switch the camera angle now, please. John Smith there. I thought number 4 in Rangers colours might have done better. Slides in, never going to get there. And Smith there strikes, perhaps caught Fotheringham by surprise with the early strike. It was quite late, but it was some power, you've got to say. And happy days as we score at Ibrox, and that's a good ball. Smith is hunting for this. He's leading the line perfectly. McCreath gets under it. Sadly, a little bit of a tame header to Fotheringham, but we're the team that's making the running here. We're asking the questions of Rangers here. I'd be surprised if we can maintain this level. But there we go. Jack drifts on wide of the far post. From that resulting goal kick, as Rooney, found by Cox, plays it down the line to McBride. Cross deep. McCreath under it. Doesn't get there. And now we have to be careful. Koulibaly inside, and they're overloading on this far. Coxey, good save. That'll be a corner to Rangers as they're starting to ramp it up towards the half-time whistle. And, that was dangerous. Near post, straight into him, but he couldn't quite convert. Rossiter will stand over this other corner, the next corner. I don't expect anything to happen as Miller heads it out. That should be the highlight over. It is indeed. I was hoping that was going to be half-time, but it's straight away another corner. Rossiter headed out by Clark, but it's back to Rossiter. Herrera headed away again, but they're on the edge now. Jack finds Koulibaly, the man pulling the strings, and Jack has another effort from distance. He's clearly capable and confident, is Jack, but he's failed to hit the target so far, much to our benefit, and that is now half-time. 1-1 we go in. There is no replay after this one. It's not like the old days where you have 18 replays. Let's see. It is time to dig deep, because if everybody does, we might just do the unthinkable and manage to get a bit more money out of some more cup ties. You never know. Got a few players underperforming, but that's to be expected given the quality of Rangers. MacArthur's having a poor day. Hamilton is actually now the weakest defender. Petkoff actually is key, concerned that he might be dismissed, as Pena puts one far of that wide of that far post rather, and maybe we can have a bit of a spell on the attack now on the front foot as McCreath. He goes all the way out to Rooney, manages to bring it down, finds McBride, angles difficult, and he put it wide, side netting again. I'd like to have taken that on and then searched for a man over. You can see MacArthur's rating is suffering somewhat, 6.2. He's obviously not connecting with his passes, but Kieran Miller's the only player we've got on the bench who's realistically going to come on. I think what we do, though, we're on the hour. We're on the hour, and while McBride hasn't performed badly, let's get our main man up front again. Hopefully he doesn't pick up a knock and see him out again, but he's back. MacArthur's rating just continues to plummet. We have to bring him off because he's likely to A, either be sent off, or B, just concede, basically, just make an absolute howler as Miller comes on. And I'm delighted with how we've been in this tie, even though this could... that wasn't far away from Herrera. Even though this could really unravel, it's got to be said. This could really run away from us very quickly. This could easily end up 3-4-1 to Rangers. Again, we're a little bit short of quality options for me to bring on. I think what we'll do is we'll take Hamilton off and bring on Johnson. It's not an improvement. It's just noticing he's having a poor game. And fresh legs, that's there. Fresh legs, fresh brain, fresh mind. McCreath found by Smith there. Smith's had a good game. He's been hunting for the ball. He wants the ball. And that's a cross that you want, but you need it a little bit delayed because no one was there to meet it. Fotheringham takes his time, and Rangers are flooding forward. They don't want this at all to... I mean, it's a bit humiliating as the ball across is put in by McCrory. It's Ross McCrory. First goal for Rangers, irritating. And with 15 minutes to go, it doesn't seem likely that we're going to be able to mount any kind of... Although I thought in the last tie. But the way they flooded forward, they're certainly pushing, attacking football. They're trying to break us as Peña waits for that cross, puts one into an area that's indefensible, and McCrory slams home. It's a good goal. It's a good goal from a good player. I think we have to demand more going into these last 10 minutes. Dingwall now, not a bad ball. Monaco heads away. The whole team is here, Monaco. McCreath finds Clark to Miller. Dingwall, rusty Dingwall. You'd expect him in his pomp, in his form, to bury that one, but it wasn't to be this time. We've had chances to take this game. We've certainly given Rangers a good run over the two, not legs, but 2 games. This certainly the initial tie, and this game we've had again 4 clear-cut chances. If we had better players, we'd. That's a little bit unfair, really. It's a little bit harsh on us, but as I said, it could easily run away, and 3-1 it is now. And 813 travelling fans. I'd like to have taken more, given we had 6,000 at the home game. You'd have thought we'd have taken a few more, day out at Ibrox. But there it is. We get half the ticket sales, and they're just picking holes now. Koulibaly's just clearly stronger and quicker. First time finish into that top corner. Coxey can do nothing with that. And 3-1 doesn't tell the full tale, in my opinion. Seconds to play now, and we'll be out of all cups at this point. Sad to see, given we did manage to win it was the training cup last time. As John Smith races in, I think he was just offside, was he? No, he wasn't, but he probably should have looked for Dingwall on that far side, but you can't blame him. Last 10 minutes, last minute. I think we can be quite pleased with that. We were the underdogs and we gave it our best shot. Best shot, no question. It's just important we get back on the bike immediately and go away and beat Wraith. Yeah, not Wraith, St Mirren. It's important we do beat Wraith in a couple of months' time, but we'll focus on beating St Mirren. I think what we'll do is we'll return. I don't really want to do Hamilton again because that's another defeat, and I think we'll do Kilmarnock at home. That's sort of halfway between. It certainly gives us an idea as to if we're going to be in the shake-up come the end of the season. Hopefully we'll poor finishing. Just poor finishing. That's all that cost us. Finances wise, what did that do for us? Oh, look at that. 750,000 nigh on. Certainly good profits. Cup football really does help. Who knew? Right then, so hopefully we'll bounce back in the best possible fashion against St Mirren, and I'll see you against Kilmarnock. Do pop a like on there for me. A trip out to Ibrox, delight for all, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next video. That'll be Kilmarnock. Goodbye.